All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, by Summer Kakudash. All right, want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone rule well. Peace and blessings as well as health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Excuse me. I was a high spirit went in Judah, and today I want to go into a lesson, all right, entitled, being a nigga was not part of our heritage, man. Something to that effect, Being a nigga was not a part of our heritage. Something that I was meditating on this morning before I arrived here at this park, which is the park where we're going to get to do our new moon lesson, okay? I'll be willing through the spirit when the brothers arrive. All right, so I'm just doing like a pre-lesson, all right? But basically, being a nigga was never the blueprint of Israel, man. We were never created to be niggas. All right, let Esau tell it, let Eve tell it. We were put here on earth to be niggas. And what do I mean when I say nigga? I mean damn basic, all right? Being a degenerate. Now, if you look up the word degenerate in the free dictionary, if you look at its etymology, it literally means departing from an ancestral standard. Now, who are our ancestors? Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. What was their standards? The laws, statutes, and commandments. The ancestral standard was the laws, statutes, and commandments that was given to us, all right, by way of Moses, all right? Those laws, statutes, and commandments that our nation was going to be oriented by, okay? Our nation was going to navigate on this earth through the laws, statutes, and commandments, as well as the wisdom of our forefathers. So the word degenerate goes back to departing from ancestral standard. We've departed from that heritage. We've departed from those laws, those ways, those morals, all right, that upheld us as a people and made us a people that was the glory of Yahweh B'Shem Havashai, that made us celebrities in our own right, men of renown in our own right, man. Plus, we had that famous genealogy of being the direct sons of Adam, all right, the direct sons of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, famous men who were historically known, all right, famous men who were historically known to be directly dealt with by this great and terrible power, Yahweh B'Shem Havashai. And I got the brothers arriving at camp, the brother Yash, all right, the brother Kazak, Basically, I'm doing a lesson, all right? Hey, Yahweh B'Shem Havashai. Yahweh B'Shem Havashai. Basically, I'm doing a lesson entitled, it wasn't a part of the blueprint for us to be niggas. Because like I said, let Esau tell it, let Eve tell it, let so-called history tell it. We just here to be niggas, man. All right? And we weren't here to be basic. The word, when you say basic, that goes back to base. And what Esau has done, he's made the 12 tribes basically navigate the world through their basic instincts. If you go into the basic instincts, I think Sigmund Freud broke it down into the ID. One of the two characteristics of your basic instinct is sex and killing. Those are primitive natures, in which the word refers to it as the flesh.
Right.
They that live after the flesh.
Yeah, I got a precept for you, bro.
Okay, come on.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 21. It said, "Yet I had planted thee a noble vine, wholly a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?"
Yeah, a degenerate plant, like we were going into that word, degenerate literally means departing from their ancestral standard. Okay, so how have we gone from being these celebrities on the planet Earth, these men of renown on the planet Earth, man? Lord, basically referred to as the sons of God. All right, how have we gone to that? To this nigga that can't even have his pants over his waist, man. His pants over his butt, man. You got it, brother.
This is Lamentation 4:2. It says, "The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold, how are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter?"
It said earthen pitchers because if you got a grading scale, all right, you got gold, silver, brass, bronze, but an earthen pitcher, that's just clay. So that means on a pecking order of man, we're at the bottom.
At the bottom.
If
I can add,
yep.
If you go through the history of the scriptures, you see how the Israelite man was needed to run kingdoms. You go back to Joseph.
Yep.
You go back to Daniel.
Yep.
You had 3 presidents and Daniel was the chief. You had Nehemiah, he was a cupbearer.
Yep.
And you can tell they was very beneficial to the kingdom, because when Nehemiah asked to go build the temple, he got the king's blessings, like whatever you want. Because he knew how beneficial he was. Like that's the value of one Israelite man to the earth system.
Yep.
Even when you go to Acts, the Ethiopian eunuch. What was it? He was a treasure, all right, for Ethiopia. Like the Israelite man was needed to run kingdom. That's the value. That's the value that we fell from. You know,
and the word in there was precious. You just broke down what it meant to be precious. We were precious in the eyes of these kings, man. You know.
I got something.
All right.
Pretty much no. Isaiah chapter 13 verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
Yep. So, hey, the Most High, he's going to bring us back to that precious men of renown state, man. Yeah. We're going to go back to being sons of Yahweh, man. All right, you had something, brother?
Yeah, just to go into the women of our nation. This is Lamentation 4:3. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel like the ostriches in the wilderness.
Literally every other woman has an abortion. Every other Israelite woman, so-called black Hispanic woman, has a fucking abortion, man. If you're in the womb of a so-called black woman, that means you have a 50% chance of being put to death. All right, and that's literal, man. Somebody sent me a video footage of a woman and her toddler son at the gas station, and they were standing next to another man. And then another man came out of nowhere and gunned that man down. That woman took off without her toddler. Her toddler was like 5, 6 years old. He had to take off running by himself.
Just left for dead.
She just left for dead, man.
Yeah, this is a vile generation, man.
Yep.
And I was doing Lyft a while back. You know, you got these sea monsters, but they real hot in the draws, man. There's one bitch, she was picked up from one side of Jacksonville. Long story short, basically she was in his restaurant before I picked her up. She was pretty much bragging on the back seat to a homegirl, like, girl, I saw that nigga. I would have fucked him in front of his son. He looked so good. He had them tattoos on. Like, you so animalistic and primitive.
Yep.
You would have busted wide open in front of that man, little one.
Well, you know, we had them little hot in the draws bitches in middle school.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, they'd be wide open like, yeah, he could hit me from the back.
Yeah, had trains run on in the bathroom and shit.
Yep.
And those are mothers now.
Yo, those are mothers now.
You know,
those are mother or playing house with another nigga.
Yep.
But you and you're a monster, and you're attracted to monsters.
Yep.
You a monster, and you attracted to the degenerates of our nation.
Yep.
You know.
I got a quick one. Isaiah 1:6. It says, "From the sole of the foot even to the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment."
Can I make a point? Yep. That's them curses. You know, so the fact that I think you brought it out, and I know El Apostle Gabar brought it out. Basically, the fact that our women have become harlots, and that's the norm.
Yep.
And the fact that our men are degenerates, that's evidence what we went through as a people. That's evidence that we failed. You know, that's what we've been reduced to.
Yeah. Anytime you go to an environment, any nation, where or any community where the women are whores and the boys are nigglets, little criminals, that means that nation has failed. The pillars of that, the government and the men who's supposed to dominate that and control it, they failed. You know?
And when you look at, like you said, it can happen to any people.
Yep.
But out of every people that it happened to, the evidence is really there that it happened to us.
And that's really where it's most prevalent. Is here in America. Yeah. You know? All the little girls are harlots. And the little boys are even that event they was talking about going to that mud festival.
Yeah.
It's a shooting last night. One Jake got killed. 5 people got shot. You know, it's the fucking curses. Yep. And it's supposed to be like a little festival in Mississippi, you know? Curses, man.
I'm going to jump to verse 9. It says, "Except the Lord, Yahweh Bashim al-Shah of hosts, had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah." You know? So, pretty much, if the elect wasn't here, the Most High would just destroy the whole nation, man.
Yep.
Because he can't reproduce with it.
Yep.
You know? Yahweh Shah, like you always say, Yahweh Shah was the prototype for the Israelite man.
Yep.
And you have the remnant men of Israel becoming, Yahushua. And you have women getting under that, and that's what the Lord gonna use to build a righteous empire. Their remnant. Outside of that, he just gonna clean house, man. He's gonna get rid of, and that's according to the law. A slothful son, you a promiscuous woman, they'll be put to death. So he's gonna apply the law, to the whole nation, and that remnant is the one that's gonna get mercy because he can build with it.
Basically a house cleaning. Bible Shop brother, please, for the the elder, can you read verse 21 down? Just on down to like 26.
All right. This is Isaiah 1:21. How is the faithful city becoming harlot? It was full of judgment, righteousness lodged in it, but now murderers. Thy silver has become dross, thy wine mixed with water. And it's always going into what? A downgrade. A downgrade, man. We went from a righteous sovereignty, to a downgraded peasant nation, man. And it says, thy princes are rebellious, which are the leaders, and companions of thieves, sellouts. Because Esau's the thief. And Jake has become a companion, to the thief. Through these 501c3, through these big contracts, these record deals, they become companions of thieves. And it says, everyone loveth gifts and followeth after rewards. They judge not the fatherless, neither doth the cause of the widow come unto them. And that's the fatherless and the widows, that's the people that's most vulnerable, amongst the nation. All right? So you have these people that's high up amongst our nation within this society, and they do nothing to forward the most vulnerable of our people, which is our people that has the least resources, man. Because it ain't about giving our people economy, is giving our people the knowledge of Yahweh standard, even if they had a standard. If our people just had a standard that was pushed on them, it'll make a big difference, man. The money is easy, man. If you got a standard, verse 24 said, therefore said the Lord of hosts, the mighty one of Israel, I will ease me of my adversary and avenge me of my enemies. Because if you're companion with the thieves, you're companion with the ops. So that's why Yahushua is finna treat Jake like the ops and just get rid of niggas, man. And really start canceling niggas out, man. So, because when you have when you purge a tree, or when you prune the tree, what do? You cut away the dead limbs that's not producing.
That's right.
And you leave the ones that are producing.
Those dead ends.
And it says, I will turn my hand upon thee and purely purge away thy dross and take away all thy tin. And that's those unwanted qualities, man. And it's a double fold because that's happening with each individual brother. The Lord is taking away those unwanted qualities, and then with the nation, he's going to take away unwanted Israelites, man. And this the point. And I will restore thy judges at the first and thy counsels at the beginning. Afterward, thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. And that's the real reset that we see taking place, man. This is the real reset,
Hey, now that's beautiful point. I wasn't even expecting this build up, but through the Spirit, man, Esau got our people and created monsters out of them. And the only thing they really are known for is really living out to the flesh. But we're coming to a time with his hopefully elect, with that precious remnant. He's bringing back us to those sons of glory, man. Pursuing the 1 John 1, where it said we should be like him and see him face to face. So we're about to be elevated from that degenerate, imprisoned state and about to get promoted to being the precious sons of Zion again, man. Well, you getting a closing scripture, brother?
No, that was it.
Hey, well, with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to Yahweh by Shemi Awashai by Surah Kakudash, double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops, great millstone rule well. Peace and blessings as well as health and abundance to the house of David the elect. Abba, come out, shalom. Shalom.